Slow but sure. We'll get this figured out. So this is our first go around of Stitzer. MRG released it. I was going to try to get this farm started yesterday, but I foobarred. All on me. I left precision farming in as one of my mods, and that is a big no-no. So you do not want the precision farming mod in here. When I start a farm, I always go ahead, get the fields cleaned up, get the crops out of there. I figure them ain't our farm. What we did on this one, we paid back the original loan. We took out a $2 million loan so that we could buy the ground, buy the equipment, and we actually had $1 to our name plus the $2 million loan when we started buying stuff. So that's kind of where everything started from. And what I'm doing right now, I'm just going around. I've got the equipment bought. This tractor here is actually a lease tractor. I'm using it just to get the border and that done, and then we'll get into our equipment. This is going to be a red farm. It's a little older equipment. I'm running 86 series International, but we're going to give it a trial. I normally don't do animals. We do have sheep, so that's a brand new one for me. As of now, what I've seen, I like Stitzer. It's a pretty good map. The texture here of what I'm plowing looks really good. I mean, I think that's pretty cool. This farm I figure we'll go ahead, we'll stick with sheep. That's also going to have me mowing some grass and baling, which that is going to take me out of my elements. Twisted Squirrel, how are you doing, buddy? Welcome in. So what, I don't know what you heard, what you didn't. This is the new Stitzer map. Spent 12 hours yesterday chasing down a mod conflict to find out that I had entered precision farming in it, and that had everything bad. When we did finally find the mod causing the issues, it had corrupted the game save, and everything we had done was gone. So all I'm doing right now, I'm just getting I'm kind of getting 2 passes around the border of everything I bought. So I mean, Stitzer's it's a pretty nice map. The detail, the attention to detail and everything he's got down here in town is just amazing. We bought this farm right here, and then this one right here I leased. Coming off here, I can get to some grass in here. There's also grass right here that comes with the lease, but I can't get to it. There's a fence there. I mean, I guess I can come clear around the block and come back up and down this guy's driveway to get to it, but it is our grass. We'll have to see how much we get from this. If we get enough, we'll just let that go. We'll call it pasture and let him keep his pasture, and we'll just do our grass right here. Well, I know he's got the 1.0 version. So now here is my question. Is it going to require a new game save? I have not heard. You know, and if it does, I'm just having fun. Putting the farm together is a lot of the fun to me. And by that time, you know, if I play on this here on YouTube for a couple weeks, kind of get an idea of what I like, what I don't like, then I know I can go into Giants Editor and maybe take a few things out. You know, if I'm going to stick with this farm up here, I know one thing is we're going to take some fences out. I don't know, maybe round 2, instead of running sheep, maybe we run cattle. You know, I'm looking on the YouTube side. It won't be as much of the yelling and screaming and what have you. It's going to be more of the laid back farming side of things. He is working on the final touch version of precision farming, and see, now that one I read, What I don't know is if you've heard something I haven't. Will it require a new game save or not? I mean, I kind of hope it doesn't. I hope he's got. I know his precision farming. He said he would have it out, and I don't understand. There is no precision farming in this game right now, so I'm going to be just putting straight rate down, which I'm fine with. But one glitch that I have found is I could not go to the seed dealer and fill my auger wagon with seed. That it wouldn't do. So I'll report that to him and let him know. But outside of that, so as of now, what do we have here? Field 25, field 24, and field 5, we've done the borders. I've still got to do the borders of 23 as well as this one. Originally, I thought I was going to combine these two fields and then split it my own way. I think I may leave this as a lane and let a lane come down here and through the woods to get me back here. I just think that'd be a lot neater than putting a lane right here. I don't know. Maybe I make this field and extend it, plow this out and make this field and tie everything together and move the grass field up here. I don't know yet. Learning slow but sure. I'll take you up and I'll show you what I've done up here thus far. Probably easier to see it right here. So in here, just in the runway, I've got a couple of grain trucks, Unverfirth wagons behind them. That ought to give me some pretty good hauling ability. Out back, I'd like to put another barn in, a Kwanzaa hut maybe, which I could put that stuff in, but we got the old disc. We got a couple of wagons back here. These are not auto pickup wagons. Got an old hay rake. Yeah, some of this stuff you guys seeing me with, you're gonna go, you have what? Look at there, I got a mower. Got an old 1466 and then the 1586. This is the two big boys on the farm. Got an old John Deere planter. I'd like to find out why my rollers or closers have turned out white. Them should be black. I'm not sure what happened. I've never had that happen before, and I've used that planter in many streams. I got an old drill. That's the old sprayer that the minute you use it, all the paint comes off of it, and it's silver, so you just never wash it. We've got an old, I think that's a 600. If I can get to it. How about a 350? Yeah, I'm way off. It's an old 350, and chances are that's just going to turn into a showpiece. 6 mile an hour, I start losing my mind. It is a beautiful map. Got us a flatbed, old Massey baler, cultivator. You guys have come to see me run. I do have a column mulcher. We have the old cultivator. Got a couple of chisel plows, and in the shop, of course, we're going to mow the yard, but we got us a 1086 Gleaner M, and this is a 620 or 720. Or geez, a 706. Man, my wife tried to say a number today. I can't do it. And then the seed wagon. Now this here, like I said, I ran it down to the Pioneer dealer, and it will not let me load beans in it. I tried to buy them. I've got money. The heads are in here, and then his fertilized buggy's in here. And up here at the house, we got the pickup. I haven't tried to mow the lawn yet because you have to do something special to get it from mulching or from spreading over to mulching. And I really don't want to bale the yard. Not into that kind of thing. Yeah, see, this right here would make a nice lane, come right out of the back, and make that a lane down there. So let's get into that next cornfield. This inline ripper sets so daggone low that it catches the ground even when it's up. So this is a pretty good sized field. The last two I have are pretty good sized, but I wanted to use this to get the borders in. That north field has a patch of trees in it there, and I think I'm going to take it out. It doesn't make sense to farm around 8 or 10 trees. You know what? I didn't hit the button to put it down. Let's try that one more time. I wanted to do this so bad yesterday, and I was so frustrated last night. I know Schwope got on me and, hey, you got to enter them mods one at a time to find the mod conflict. Nah, we're going to enter like 25, and if we have an issue, we know it's somewhere in that 25, and we'll track them down. My goal on this was to have less than 200 mods in the total map, and I have 199. I'm hoping we get some information on how to convert mods from 22 to 25 sooner rather than later. We'll sit down and we'll probably have 100 mods that we want to convert to carry over. And I want to take the time to get them converted right, make sure the XML is set up exactly how we want it, and you know, be ready to turnkey with some of that. I hope the tornadoes follow different paths across the map. And the other thing I would like to see, and I'm not trying to be gruesome here, but I would like to see destruction of barns, equipment, stuff like that, rather than just crops. I'd like to see some of that go on to make it look and feel more realistic to me, and see what we come up with from there. But yeah, I'm excited for 25 in general. I'll be dead honest, if the equipment we're running and how it works, the attention to detail that's involved, if it is the exact same as what we've got right now, I'm okay with that. What I'm after in 25 is the environmental changes, to make the map feel. Did I just miss another one? To make the map feel more realistic. Watching some of the videos where you're sitting and you're kind of looking through trees. You're looking through trees at the sun coming through. Hey, that was awesome. I had that come down, and it dropped in an email 3-4 days before it came out, and I had to sit there and keep my mouth shut on it, because of course they've got their embargo dates and you can't bring this out till then. And I got a problem. There's a fence right there too. We may be going in and taking a couple fences out to solve our problem, but it'd be nice to update Giant Setter 425 comes out. That'd be nice if they get it to us. And I'm going to be honest, I never converted anything from 19 to 22. I don't know how to do it. I really, really don't. I've had other people say, well, here, don't worry about me teaching you. I'll just do it for you. I'd kind of like to know how to do it myself, too. Hey, Demonic, hey, Michigan Farmer, how are you guys doing? Hey, Demonic, I have this map and the mods on a OneDrive. I can send it, and when we're on YouTube, you're more than welcome to come in, just like we're on Twitch. For the beginning here, there is no set schedule. I'm just kind of going on a whim and trying to get some content on the channel. But I can send it to you. We do have it fixed and running right now. I actually have Guys, I'll tell you, and we may be able to get a little insight here. Let me do this. I'm going to pull Klein down. He's in third gear lounge. I'm going to pull him down here real quick. Hey, Klein. Hello, hello. I just wanted to let him know that we were live on. Hey, Klein, I pulled you down into chat, so feel free to chat. Yep, it's me. Even if they're only a week or two, would be nice because Mom said exactly Twisted. Sounds good eating right now, but definitely interested. I'll get them. I'll get them your way, bud. Same issue as always. Can't talk in live. You have permissions to talk in live. Why would it not? Guys, give me 1 second. Huh. Okay, here's my problem. I'm sure there's a quick, easy button you press and it lets us do it. But I don't know what button that is. Oh, you're on the phone. That's okay. So that's where the problem lies. He knows I told him. So guys, what I'm doing, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but we're on Stitzer, and as of right now, I really like the map. Now, granted, I haven't been all over it yet. We're getting into some trees right here. Ooh, we got some close ones. But what I'm doing is I'm making 2 passes around the borders of the fields that I bought, as well as the fields that I leased. We're going to miss some there. And we'll then start, we'll be able to start the way I would normally start a map, starting from fresh. Get over there and get them. Guys, you'll have to give me a set. Man, this is... Get away from these trees and I'll be able to see a lot better. There we go. On phone, he's on phone, having beef stew. We had hamburgers. Mama made a couple hamburgers and then like a cheesy, it's a microwavable cheesy potato thing. Very, very good. Very good. Yeah, I don't know for sure what's up there, so I'm going to go ahead and go that way. I'm pretty sure we're going to cut this out of here. Was a little surprised to get a message. What do you mean get a message from Demonic? Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I come in here and the hours I have on this game are just crazy. And instead of just doing that, why don't we put them up on YouTube, start getting some content out of them, and seeing what happens. I mean, I am not going to be able to make that sharp. If I do, it'll be pure luck. By golly, I did. It shocked me too. I mean, stuff like this. I mean, so I've got to figure out the whole shorts thing. I want to start getting some shorts put up. CX is going to walk me through it, show me how to do it, but he just went to college yesterday. I want to let him get settled in, get into classes, and then show me as he's able to. I don't want it to interfere with his work. He's there. I want him to do a good job and focus on that. Saw you was in live too, and Klein was in third gear. So in case he was wondering why I told him you were live here. Oh, gotcha. Klein's like, well, what do you mean he's live where? What? And guys, I'll be dead honest. I know where I started, and I don't have any intent on leaving there. I enjoy my Monday, Wednesday, and Friday nights. You know, we'll be in there tonight. There is a chance tonight we go ahead and we introduce another map. You guys have seen it before, but we haven't played it in a long time. We may go in there. We've got that map ready to plant. Everything got plowed, cultivated, limed. Everything's in good shape. So we're liable to go in and maybe show that map off tonight a little bit. Where we are in the IRL farm is we've got to haul a bunch of grain to town, and I generally like to do that off stream. Setting and running a semi all over heck can be tedious. I mean, you have to pay attention to your driving, and a lot of times with chat going, it's hard to do that. So we'll just see. We'll see what happens. In the new map, we have just over 1,100 acres. It is bigger equipment. Now I'm not going to say it's new. I'm not running. It's a green farm. I'm not running the brand new 8Rs, 9Rs, 9RXs, or 9RT, any of that. I'm not running any of that. We're still on 20 and 30 series John Deere. What is our combines? Oh, our combines there are Caterpillar combines, which is going to catch you all off guard. But it's kind of, the equipment is based off the middle 2000s, late 2000s, maybe up to 2010. And but it's Spring Creek. It's a 36X map, and it is something else. If you guys remember, we did that before, and we had a lot of fun with it. So by we just kind of want to reintroduce it, something a little bit different, and maybe in the week we'll play IRL once. Play Spring Creek once, and the other day I don't know what we'll do yet. I did jump back into Tahitian the other day because we were trying to find a mod for this, and when I went in, the entire server was wiped. There is nothing there. So I sent a message to my rep at G-Portal, kind of hoping that we can recover that. I tried to just load a previous save. There's nothing there. It's gone. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet. Klein, by chance, how are you coming along on them older Gleaner combines? Were you close on them? The only reason I'm asking is because that is what I'm going to run on this map right here. Told you about Spring Creek, Demonic. You should have all the mods. I sent everything. Should be done this weekend. That would be amazing. I appreciate that. I based on where I'm at right now, I think I'm going to pop in here in this map, see if I can remember how to do it, but I'm going to jump in Giants Editor, because the field behind me here is ours also, and I kind of want to halfway combine this field and that field together. And there's a fence right there. I think I need to yank that fence out of there. Probably ought to take a look at fields that I think I want to buy in this map in the future and get a better idea. If there's anything else that I think we're going to take out, we'll get it out right now also. Oh, no, the Tahitian. Yeah, I'm not sure what to think on that one. I was getting a little burnt out of that one. That's the reason I kind of wanted to jump to IRL again for a little bit. But I'll be honest, I'm ready to go back and play some more Tahitian. That was an experiment for all of us. We had a lot of fun on that map, and I kind of don't want to see it end like that. I'd rather see it back up and operational and what have you. One thing that's really different about YouTube versus Twitch is you know, right now I'm sitting in the dark. Now cameras are here, they're on, they're ready if I need to, but for the most part they say don't run a camera. You know, I'm 100% ready to flip a camera on. All I'd have to do is hit one button, turn lights on, and what have you. I was, but you know, like I said, I didn't want it to go anywhere. I just wanted to take a little break on it. Let's take a little break on it and move forward from there. That's all I wanted to do. But yeah, to get to that field right there, and then this right here, I can run that one there as a grass field, but to get to it, it's all fence. And I didn't see, we can jump out and take a look here real quick, but I didn't see any breaks in the fence or anywhere to do anything. See, I mean, that fence is all the way through there. Let's jump the barbed wire fence. See, and this right here is mine. It's all part of the leased ground. I could get some grass right here. I could get a little bit of baling going on right here. I'm going to speed us up a little bit more. But I mean, there's substantial here. And I can get up there to that guy's house to get to it. Now, I believe this down here is ours too, but you see, we got another fence here. But I'm pretty sure this right here is ours. No, I apologize. This isn't ours. We got to go through the woods here. Okay, so this right here is ours. So we'll get a decent chunk of grass right here. And I think we can even cut right through this, and then we pop out of this field up here. Now, this line of trees right here, all it is a few trees right here. I almost think I'm going to take that out just to square this field up, rather than to try to farm around it. But what I thought about doing down here, so there really isn't, I mean, I could put a lane right in here, but man, that's going to be tight. And when you get back here, what do? Do you just circle around and shoot through here and then into the field? What I think I want to do here, this is just thinking outside the box here. But so there's one tree, but right through here we're pretty open. Look how open this is. And I've got to be spinning back this way. So we'll come this way. We may have to pull that tree. May have to pull them too. I don't know. But we could wind our way through here, actually going through the woods, looking pretty neat. This tree right here would have to go, but we pop right out on that lane, and that's the lane that circles right back up that way and takes us back to the behind the house. And it wouldn't be hard to do at all. Okay, we got a tractor down here. But yeah, I'm looking to do something. Whoops, we found the tractor. I'm just I want to be different. I want for me being involved in having animals, people are going to go, what the world? You know, so I'm breaking myself in easy. I've got sheep. They're the easiest to take care of. We'll run some sheep, but we may end up we start running this full time, we may end up throwing some cattle in too. And we'll have some cattle and we'll have some sheep. I think that'll be neat. Having to have a field of grass that you have to mow, I think that'll be neat. I'm still probably going to play the map as if it was in Northwest Ohio. But we'll, I don't know. We'll see. So when I get up to the shop, I'll have my 2 passes around every field on this side. The one over there, I don't think I even want to get into it yet. I kind of want to wait and let the get that fence out of there so that I can tie them together. We'll remove that fence line. We'll tie those 2 fields together. I sat last night and tried to run through my mind exactly how to split the fields up and everything, and I ain't sure what I'm going to do here. Hey there, Faber. How are you doing, buddy? Welcome in. I won't tease you about. Ayo! Yeah, I was only teasing you the other night. I do hope you know that. I tend to play around and mess around and run on people and tease them and harass them, and that's just me. And I expect it in return. So it is going to be interesting to pull out the 1586. I kind of want to start running them. I got this one just to get a larger swath done, but we'll pull that 1586 out. We'll get it running. We have a second chisel. The 1466 can go on, but we'll start chiseling with our own equipment. I've actually got this and turned up some. I think I got the plow running. Normally an inline ripper like this, you'd probably run it 6-7 mile an hour. You're not going to bust along at 11. We're a little crazy here. And then for each knife, you need about 50 horsepower. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's nine knives there. So technically you'd need about 450 ponies to pull this thing. And I don't think, no, this is a 340. I'm just over 300 horse on this. So heck, I ain't even got enough horse to pull this. You'd really have to, this in here is new enough you wouldn't have to turn a screw up. This one here, you actually go and you could chip it. You could probably get, I don't know, I'll bet you could get 450 out of it. You'd be running her pretty hot, pretty lean, but you could probably do it. Cows aren't bad and chickens. I'm just, what I'm looking, I want to do something different, you know. Animals, when I was younger, animals was a huge part of our farming operation. It's not a huge part anymore. I decided that when I went out on my own, I didn't want the animals because I didn't want to have to be over there every day. It's not what I was after. So, oops. We're going to run him up here. We're going to run him up here and just kind of get him out of the way for right now. Not really the tractor I want to run. May have to go get a couple dogs to calm down a little bit. Hold on. Sorry about that. So this is 1586. This is the big boy on the farm. we'll go out. We'll actually get, I think the bigger chisel plow is the one in front. Doing animals is going to be big time different for me. Something else I noticed, I'm not real fond of the lean-tos like this because they're never wide enough to hook everything up. And the one thing I learned on this one, which on one hand I like, on the other hand I don't care for, but look at here, there's no collisions. No collisions on them posts. I mean, I'd like it being tight to get in there, but so I think I'm gonna go down to that far north field. My pickup truck's a dually. That's another thing that's weird for me. I'm not a big dually fan. And there's something else I've noticed, and I don't know if there's a way to get around this, but really. Okay, let's total it before we even get the daggone thing to the field. Boy, some fast moving cars here. Yeah, this farm's an old school red farm, and we'll eventually work into the magnums and that stuff, but for the most part it's going to be a red farm. There's about a 14-second delay from where I am in the game to where well, I guess where OBS is to where YouTube is. And I'm not sure how to Donnie in that sketchy van. You think I was was it Donnie or was it Brax? That might have been Brax in that sketchy van. Never know. I wonder in chat if I could make that a white background with black letters instead of a black background with white letters. They're so daggone small I can barely read them. So I'm actually going to look real quick because I do have 3 reaction feedback committee moderation participants. Nope, that don't do anything. Wished I could make it where it was writing I could actually see. And away we go. Or chief in a sketchy Amazon van. It could be. It could be. This field here won't take a whole lot to get it knocked off. And I can't, I don't want to tear anything out. Oops, I forgot to turn our speed down. I don't want to go tearing anything out until I get everything plowed up, all the main fields plowed up, and know what I'm looking at. When he gets his version of precision on this map, Sheridan, this is going to be awesome. Just in the little bit I've played, I'm very impressed. I know at one point he was asking on his Facebook just some different information as far as fertilizers and such, and I sent him all kinds of information. And the thing that impressed me was the majority of that information he already knew and had set for this map, and I thought that was awesome. The fact that you have map, no, I guess he's got DAP in here. The fact that you've got DAP, you've got potash, you've also got urea, to me that's huge. That is absolutely huge. That's something that when we went through the community spotlight with Kermit, that was something I begged for in 25. I beg for the weather. I want weather to affect the crops. I want weather to, so this field right here, the way everything runs right now, if you have perfect fertilizer, if you have a perfect pH, which means your lime is correct, and you plant corn, your yield is going to be the same every year, and that's not correct. One year you're going to get too much rain, one year you're going to get not enough rain. It's going to be all over the place, and I want to see corn in this field on a good year go 250, and on a bad year I want to see it go 150. Something else I love about this map, and there are some people that will not like it, he actually has fairly realistic pricing as far as the beans and the corn selling them. You're not going to sell beans for $40 a bushel. I'll be honest, if I could sell beans IRL for $40 a bushel, my whole farm would be beans every year. If you click profile pic on YouTube and go to appreciate them, you can change it to light mode. If you click your profile picture on YouTube and go to the appearance theme, but the thing is, Demonic, I am looking at OBS. YouTube is white with black letters, but OBS is the one I can see better, and it is a black background with white letters. I am ready to see you in a yellow-black combine. We won't be combining anything tonight, Klein, but we do need to plant. And, you know, that's going to be something else. On Spring Creek, I got a DB90. I generally don't run equipment that big. We run a lot of old school, smaller stuff. But, come on, pick up. I will say that, in my opinion, MRG, just in the little bit I've played of this, MRG did an outstanding job on this map. It is amazing. We had it when we did the kind of that test stream the other night. We had it set up the way I liked it. But I don't remember exactly what we did. We had two things that we did. I think we did something that popped out, and then we brought it over here and put it in, and I really liked how that turned out. Oh no, we got one corn stalk right there. You guys know we can't let that stuff fly. My OCD will take me off the rails. I mean, just look at the textures that he's got in here for the, oops, it didn't catch. Look at the textures that he's got in here. You know, plowed corn stalks. You probably have even a little more residue than that, but we're not used to having any residue at all. Hey, that car just did a U-turn. We're just going to turn the GPS off. In this little bout here, we don't need it. As I was going through the mods in here the other night, I realized one mod I did not have in here was VCA. But, oh Lord, we better put that in. We'll have folks losing their mind. What do you mean I got to turn with the steering wheel? Be honest, I'm liking the plowed ground texture. I love it. Oh, I love it. You know, looking at the weeds. So with corn, you actually have both silage corn and you have regular grain corn. Your regular grain corn is going to be based around yield and what have you, where your silage corn is going to have more nutritional value to it. So when you go for feeding animals, you're getting you're basically not all corn is created equal. Some has a better nutritional value to it, and with that, it actually allows you get better production from your cattle. So I understand that's the whole point behind it. But if you plant silage corn and then make the decision, hey, I don't really need any more silage. I'm set for the year. You can't switch it over and plant it or shell it as regular corn, which that's unrealistic. You can do that in real life, but the way it's set up here, you cannot do that. And I kind of wish you were able to do that. Dad always told me don't be leaving blank tracks in the field. Put your whether it's a chisel, this is a chisel plow, cultivator, whatever, and work to get there. I farm with and without GPS, and had to farm without GPS when I was playing on console. I'm pretty decent farming. It don't matter to me. I'll be honest, a tractor like this, anything GPS involved with an 86 Series International, if it's got GPS or auto steer in it, it's aftermarket. That's not a factory option. It wasn't a factory option back then. We may have had some light bars, the beginning stages of light bars then, but even back in this time, and I'll bet we didn't even have them yet. When you'd go out and spray a field, you sprayed on speed and pressure. You had foam markers at the end of the booms. You just have a tube hanging down, and you were creating foam as you went, and it would drop foam on the ground, so you just made sure you kind of overlapped as little as possible without missing anything was the goal. And we sprayed on that for years. Big old Big A's, Tarrigators, stuff like that. 81, Trimble had the first. This tractor here would be a late 70s monocline, so it definitely wouldn't have been in here. I wonder. So you see that little black marker on the hood, that's kind of you can try to use it to align yourself. So what I'm doing is I'm just trying to keep that right in between the two rows that are right here in front of me. Oh, that didn't even register to me, Klein. I know when I started running a spreader or anything like that, we did not have GPS or anything of the sorts. Or we did have. I'm sorry. I'm thinking one thing and looking at another. We did have a light bar on the hood. I think I started, my first machine was a 78 Big A that I ran, and it did not have any sort of guidance steering, but it had a light bar on the hood, and you just spent all day and you chased the lights. You'd have three lights in the center that were green, and then you had I think there on each side of that was 2 orange ones, and then on each side of the orange was 3 red ones. So if you started going to the right, let's say your lights got over to the orange on the right hand side, you would turn towards that way. That's why they always said you're chasing the lights. If the lights move to the right, you turn to the right. If they move to the left, you turn to the left. But that's how we did it back in the day. That Big A I ran, the side window, it was a crank window that would crank up and down, and it was about halfway down, and it was locked. With all the years of fertilizer on it, you couldn't unlock it. Now fortunately, the cab of that, it did have a really good heater, so when you were out back in that time, you could go out and you could spread fertilizer across frozen ground. You can't do that today unless you have an actively growing crop in there. So I can go out and I can throw wheat starter fertilizer on a field that does have wheat, even though it is dormant. If it's just a bare field and I'm throwing plow down on, I'm going to plant corn next year, So let's say I'm going to put 150 pound of MAP and 150 pound of potash down. I can't do that if there's not an actively growing crop in that field. And no, a bunch of weeds does not count. It has to be a harvestable crop. So, you know, we'll learn. We'll figure it out. I'm not sure how fertilizer is going to work on this map right now without the precision in there. You know, this is the first map I've done in a long time that does not have precision on it already. And then I figure when we come off this beta, if we do have a new, you're going to have to do a new game save. It's no big deal. We can get back here really quickly to where we've got this map at. I'd like to be able to go through a whole season on this one within the next 2 weeks, and then, you know, we'll have one season under our wing. I'm trying to set on as much money as I can because I do not have grain bins. We're going to sell everything right out of the field, and by doing that, we're not going to get near the profit we could get. So we're going to cut some things tight here. In talking with Schwoke last night, Schwoke said, "Yep, you're going to go bankrupt on this one." I don't know. We might. We may find out we have to put a grain bin in, or without a grain bin, we're in trouble. I don't know. We'll see. I think if we do put a grain bin in and have, it won't be a complex. It'll just be a couple of the rusty bins we got. We'll put them in. We'll throw an old style auger up to them. Missing again. Trying to maximize the chisel plow here. But anyhow, we'll throw some rusty bins up and then turn around, throw an auger on them, and then we'll probably just use the grain trucks are real easy to dump in that. The wagons can be a bigger bear. I believe that on that Unverfirth, it's got a pretty nice unloading window that we can rely on. But we'll see what happens. We'll figure it out. So, Klein, have you been off this week, or are you working? Or it almost sounded to me like you were off work this week. No driving. To be honest, I'm so excited about this map that I almost want to, we get done tonight, I almost want to come back in here and do this again, get a little more content in. And I'm sure people don't want to see us just sitting here and doing this. I'd kind of like to get some equipment dirty, and I'll tell you, for what I've mowed down here, we're not real dirty. Nope, was at work. I called the sprayer week, called them all week. Oh, gotcha. So I'm pretty sure that I have everything is normal here. Snow's on, we're on hard, traffic's on, real time. Everything is on here except for rocks. You know, we turn rocks off. Dirt, I'm going to turn dirt to fast. The whole purpose here is to have the equipment look dirty. I don't want to, kind of didn't want to start out with it looking like a brand new paint job. Run a joke on Tahitian was Smethwick didn't own a sprayer, power washer to clean his tractor off till he was about 10 seasons in. Said he was too cheap to buy one. So we got a garden hose here. It works. Let me get turned around here, Klein. Heck, we about got the first field knocked out. Hey, you pulled some high dollar sprayers. You pulled some sprayers that was a little nicer than the junk I got up in the barn. So I kind of wonder. We see what this looks like. Well, we'll save that for another one. It's going to be interesting to see what the textures look like when you run a cultivator across it. We may do this again on Sunday. Maybe even Saturday night. I don't know yet. I've hem-hauled around about doing Saturday nights on Twitch also. Stick with our normal Saturday noon to 4, taking a 3-hour break and then going back on Saturday at 7. Just a thought. Apparently the comment got made that he's only live 3 nights a week. So I don't know if I can make that better or not. I don't know how to go about that. Try to please the powers that be. Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's high dollar. That's high dollar machine. I don't know. I almost think that on this there is a co-op. It is built in. I wonder if we don't do a second farm and put machines on it. We'll call it a co-op, just like we've done in some other maps, and actually have a co-op that does the spreading and the spraying for us. I mean, I want the option where we can go up and rent a buggy to put stuff on ourselves if we choose to. But, you know, I'm just... we'll learn a lot in the next 2 weeks. And then when MRG makes the update, we'll have that in our books. We'll be ready to roll with it. Just don't burn yourself by streaming. You don't understand, Demonic, so I love playing this game. I do. And my whole thought right now, so I want to be in here doing this. This is what I would like to be doing right now. So I can set in here and I can do this, or I can flip a YouTube stream up and do exactly what I was planning on doing anyway. That's my thought. You know, if we're going to try to make this go, then I'm going to put 120% into it. You know, I'll be honest. I got told a long time ago that if you enjoy going to work and you love what it is you're doing, it's not considered a job. And when I walk in this room and fire this PC up and get ready to do this, I love what I'm doing. I 100% love it. And if that ended up being my job and what I did for the rest of my life, that would be awesome. I could handle that. Plus, I love the fact Dad will come to me and says, "People pay to watch you play a game farming?" Yeah, Dad, you know, we don't have that in the little backwoods area of Ohio that I'm from. That's different. I mean, and Dad's pretty much lived here in this area his whole life. I, for the most part, have lived in this area my whole life. So it's just, it's something that's different. It's not normal for us. Okay, so here we go. We're just going to cut a swath in here, and to do this, and we are going to use GPS. By golly, and I have her set spot on too. And away we go. I cannot believe that I haven't had someone say, why are you killing that crop? It's how we've always started the game. We make the assumption that we bought this farm and we bought what was behind us, but the crop that was in there, the previous owner still had rights to it. I mean, he paid for the seed, the fertilizer, the time putting it in, you know, any cultivation that he did, or he may have been no-till, you never know. But we try to start fresh, like it's brand new, bare dirt. And I was very excited. I did get a chance. Everybody that I owed steam, or I've got one PayPal that I needed to verify an email address. I'd hate to send it. The person wanted Amazon at first, and then they changed over to PayPal. Well, I've got an email for the Amazon, but I don't know for a fact that's the same email for the PayPal. So I did send her a message just to verify, but outside of that, I got everything caught up. I always start my maps doing the same thing. I mean, I want to start with bare dirt. And you know, so it does, for me, starting a map with $336,000, that looks like I've got a lot of stuff going on here. But when you pop in here and you come up to the bank, I owe the bank $2 million. I have it on a 30-year note at 3.5% interest. I'm paying $9,000 a month to the bank on that loan. And then I have also leased the farm behind me. I'm paying another $4,400. So I got $15,000 a month going out that I'm going to have to recoup. And I'm not going to have, it's August, we will plant in April, May, depending on when the game will let us plant. And then I won't have any form of income for over a year. So, I mean, I will have the sheep will give me some wool, but I don't think I'm going to have enough wool to carry me over. It's going to be sketchy, because I will not be able to pull another loan out. I'm maxed out. Easy answer, wrong hybrid. You don't like it. I'm going to be dead honest with you, Klein. If the corn is this far along, the last thing I would do IRL is tear it out like this. I'd take my butt whipping, I'd take it to town. Oh, trust me, my mom doesn't understand that also. Ain't it weird, Michigan farmer? It is so weird. Just the fact, it has nothing to do with monetization. Just the fact that we're sitting here playing a game. Guys, I'm a kid in a candy store here. I'm having fun. And to have people that just want to sit back and chat and relax with you, that's amazing. That's totally amazing. And I know we will get into some role play scenario in this one. But I do know that for right now, when all we're doing is just sitting here and going back and forth with a chisel plow, this can be boring. And I understand that. But you got to do this to get to the fun stuff. That's part of the reason I was running that bigger tractor. I kind of wanted to get it moving and you know, kind of get the fields broke in and what have you. Once I get everything chiseled, so I mean, we got a lot of acres in the field we're in. That's a pretty good sized field back there, and then we got a small one on the other side of the house. But once we get everything chiseled and know what we're looking at, we'll get that fence out of the back so we can get to that field and tie them together. But that's when we'll start tying stuff together. My thought right now is this field in front of me, we'll pull that lane out that's right there. We're gonna tie it in with this one. It'll still have splits in it, but they're not going to be where they are in game right now. We'll put our own splits in so that it makes sense to us. Just in looking up here, so we're focused on this area. We're focused on this area right. Oops, right here. So if I do leave this a lane right here, that lane will come right up here, and I think we can pop it right through the woods into here, and that gets us to all of this grass, which should be ample. We'll take this out, we'll tie all this together, but we'll probably split all of this into one field, two fields. I figure we'll put a split right here and pull this one out, and we'll make this field 3. Field 4, we'll clean this up right here and take this out. I don't know if this is where I'm lost at. If I peel this woods out, I could easily make this 3 fields right here. But if I leave that woods in, I can't do that. And I'm not sure what direction I want to go. And we may even work it out in this, and where we go this way or we go this way, we pick up a cattle farm once we get some money going. It's just this map kind of has that Edgewater feel to it, where we did Edgewater in Saskatchewan. The fields, so don't get me wrong, I like to have some fields that are just a perfect square, 4 corners, and they're beautiful. But I don't like them all that way. That map there gets very boring to me. I like to have some differences in the field that you work with, and that's why I like this map so far. Absolutely love it. I think when I get up here, I should be able. I've got enough money. I should be able to hire a guy to help me start. I'll pull that 1466 out, hook it up to that other chisel. I'll take him up and get him started. We'll hire Donnie to do that for a little bit. Let's see here. We're going to slow back down again so we don't end up out in the pond where the sheep barn is. So the 1466 here, I would much prefer to have this instead of the black stripe. I'd rather have the white stripe. That's how the 66 series in this area were. I have that mod, and we put it in, and it does not work. The mod works. It looks good. It has no sound to it. So this in here, you hear. Ooh, we got a bump right there to fix. I want to do that right now real quick while I remember. Normally I do a lot of this stuff offline. Landscaping. We're going to smooth it out. Right here is where we want. So we're going to go a little bit bigger. We're going to go a little bit more aggressive. I come down a little bit in this corner. Oh, we went a little bit too far right there. There we go. I feel better. Donnie, why not Guido? Last time we let Guido in a tractor like this, we had to, there was a semi-wrecker and lots of chains and what have you. Rigging was involved. They brought a crane in to assist. It just, we're not going to put Guido in a tractor anymore. We don't trust Guido. Guido's cheaper. He may have been cheaper on the wages, but do you realize what it cost us with all the damage Guido did? That was horrible. By chance, does anyone remember for sure how to... I want to take a lawnmower and I don't want it to spread. I want it to mulch. And there was a key you used to do that, but it's not in the menu. So let's put him down. Okay. Yep, there's Donnie, guys. You always wanted to see Donnie. You just saw Donnie. Helper A was blocked a minute ago. He's not blocked now. And I have no clue what direction he'll go. I have no clue if he'll actually get everything done or not. But we got two of us out here going now. We'll knock it down a little bit quicker. We'll just keep an eye on Donnie. I'd rather not find Donnie running the tractor through the bedroom window of the house. Stuff like that ticks Mom off. She ain't very happy. I'm excited to see what the textures are when you cultivate the field, when you plant the field. You know, see some of the other textures. I know that in when I came in here, nope, I didn't mean to come in here. That's the wrong place to go. Hold on. I foobarred. Okay, out of there. So in here under construction and going to landscaping and painting, I have some different textures here. And I'm going to be honest, I would love, you know, this in here is gravel, grass, forest ground, dirt. I would love, I guess these are all new. I would love to have them in every map. I've been told there's ways you can pop them into a map. I wish it was quick and easy and something I could do, because I'd be all over that. Give me the ability to put in whatever I wanted to. In due time. I hate to go too crazy in 22 knowing we got 25 coming down the pike. I'm so excited for 25. So excited. Oh. So this tractor here is apparently a row crop tractor. So being it's a row crop tractor, it will not knock anything down. I could really knock some stuff out and bring that Magnum out too. Get all three of them running. I don't know how far we'll make it today. So I am, but I don't want to know anything about it. You don't want to know anything about 25? Oh, so Michigan Farmer, I'll be honest, there in the EOS Discord, there are some videos that have been dropped to kind of show and showcase some of the new things with 25. And in what I've seen thus far, I'm really pumped. Now over on the other channel, we did have a representative from Giants in there for a Q&A session. We did this, it's probably been 2-3 weeks ago now. He is going to come back. We're waiting. We want to go through PAX West, get it over with. Once PAX West is done, they'll come back in and we'll do a second Q&A. Let me tell you this, Michigan Farmer, I'm dead serious. You're going to be surprised. I'm so excited. If I say something, I'm not trying to ruin it for you. I'm really not. I am so excited about the new gameplay and how it looks. I am really pumped. But no, we'll do the same thing here in a few weeks. PAX West ends. We'll go ahead and I'll put it out a week ahead of time, and I'll ask for questions based on all the new trailers that have come out, the new gameplay footage, this stuff. We'll bring that forward so that you guys have an opportunity to see some of that stuff, and then I'll ask about a week ahead of time, you know, for any questions or anything you may have, and we'll go right ahead and we will get them answered the best we can. There's still going to be some. Anybody that was there for the first one knows that they can't let everything out of the bag. There are still some more surprises for us down the pike. There's some surprises that we won't even know until day one, till launch. And at that point in time, it's going to be pretty cool. But just, do you know how hard it is now for me to keep my mouth shut? I don't want to let too much go out, but I'll be honest, you got to be careful. There are going to be streams you'll get into that there's someone in there that's going to want to talk about it more because I am now than I am. Demonic, I intend to get Call of Duty just because I always have and I always will. That didn't happen last year because someone kind of threw me a little curveball, and I definitely appreciated that curveball, but I just have to I have to make sure all my ducks are in a row so I don't screw something up. I kind of hate waiting until December, you know, to get it, because you do something like that and then all of a sudden you get on and you've had people that have played it. They got a month advantage. Just knowing the maps, getting to play the maps and learn the maps is huge in itself. Same, and yeah, they did, didn't they? Yeah, Demonic, they did. And again, thank you. I definitely appreciated that. I don't know. So now here's a dumb question. Do you do shout outs on YouTube? Do you maybe instead of even fiddling or farting around with any of that, you can just say a name, because I believe someone can click on a name in here and they can take a look at your channel. But Michigan Farmer, I know I've seen some videos that you put up. You were actually posting them in EOS at one point when you did a video here on YouTube. You know, Demonic, Demonic and Klein, I don't think you guys ever have, but I don't know in the future. It may be something that you guys do. I'll be dead honest. I kind of like the idea of a personalized shout out better than just hitting a button on a stream deck and going, there's a shout out. Honestly, waiting till December this time will give you almost 2 months advantage. I don't even know for sure when the Call of Duty drops. It gives you an advantage. It should be a disadvantage, shouldn't it? Doesn't it drop in October? But you know, I don't know, and I'm still trying to familiarize my stuff. So here's an issue I got. I don't use Stream Deck for shout out. Well, I've got a lot of buttons there. So can I come over here and go like that? I think I was able to go like that. And then I was able to move that down over here. But for me to do that, then you guys lose the game, because I'm on a display capture and I want to get off the display capture. Hey, I wonder. I'm going to try something here. Looky there. And now I can Alt Tab and the game stays playing. I haven't been able to do that. Black Ops 6 drops. Black Ops drops in October. Black Ops 6 drop. Is it 6? Is it Black Ops 6 that's coming out? That tell you how bad, how far behind I am? The one I'm most excited about is Farm Sim. I absolutely positively cannot wait for that new game to drop. The trailers I have seen, I mentioned earlier in here that, you know, if the equipment doesn't change, if the equipment stays exactly what we have right now, I'm okay with that, because for the most part, you can put a good farm together with good mods that the equipment looks great. And if this new engine, I believe this is just version 2 of Giant's own engine, if they can make it where it does so much better as far as the environment, different factors of the game, be it weather. MRG has got. I didn't get a chance to show that, but right here. So you have wheat, barley, oats, and then down at the bottom you have your beans and your corn. That's where you're at. You do have grass, hay, straw, all this stuff in here. For some reason, the grass I've got in the building is not showing up here, and I kind of wished it would. But you get down here, and you have propane. This ain't gonna be right. You have propane, anhydrous, dry corn inoculant for your seed, Triticale. There you go. Potash, DAP, urea, calcium, ammonium nitrate, which we use ammonia sulfate, not ammonia nitrate. But you have so many other things that you can add to the game. So I don't know how to do a blend. I don't know when I go down to the co-op, can I place an order where they do a blend and it's so many tons of it may be an average of 66% potash, 33% DAP. I'm going to use my urea for my nitrogen, so I will actually it'll be nice if I can side dress my corn with 28 and a 28 applicator. I prefer that over the anhydrous. That's what I do in real life. Anhydrous, you have to respect it. Anhydrous is dangerous. What is cracked corn? Corn that falls out of the wagon, hits the ground and cracks? I don't know, demonic. I honestly, I don't know what the definition of we don't do it here, bud. 25th of October is when Black Ops 6 drops. And it's November 12th that Farm Sim 25 drops, isn't it? Pretty sure that date's correct. Are we getting any dirtier? Yeah, we're getting a little dirt on it. We get these dirty enough with this when we're done chiseling. We'll probably put the 1086 on the bigger cultivator and the 706 on the smaller one. We'll have that all dirty. I'm going to be honest, I don't know how to get that. What was that, a 350? I don't know how to get that one dirty. It is so slow. Every time you get moving, you're in 4th gear and you need to manually shift it to 5th gear. I had it hooked to the 2 hay wagons to bring it back here to the farm, and I think I was at 3 mile an hour without manually shifting, and with manually shifting I was up to 8 mile an hour. It just I don't know. Pick up, buddy. Let's not tear the place down. We're getting a decent little chunk of this done. No description has been added to this video. Apparently I need to add descriptions to videos. Demonic, I haven't, I've tried not to flip off screen at all, because every time I did, you guys got that back screen and I was trying to get away from that. So now I just got a chance to look, but yeah, I know how to do that too. If I remember right, you click on that and you hit that button right there, and you hit that button right there, and then I hit that button right there, and you should be good to go, Demonic. See, we got a decent little chunk of this done. We get 2 people doing this. I mean, and we can even have a third person behind us with the cultivator. We can keep a couple people busy on the map and make things work. I almost wonder if we're going to take them trees out right there and combine that into one field, maybe something else we do, which is definitely out of the norm. I don't know how it's set up on this map, but do we actually take the time to log them? If we lease equipment to come down here and log them properly and take them off, are we going to make enough money to make it worth our time? If we're not, we'll just lumberjack them out of there and not worry about it. But I'll be honest, if there's not a whole lot of trees right there, you know, let's say there's 12 trees there. Well, if we can send 12 trees in and get $25,000 for them, I'd like to add that money to our account rather than just lumberjacking and poof, they're gone. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Oh, that's actually something else I can do right now too. I didn't even think about that. I can go like this and like this and here. I'm playing a map that requires protein for the animals. What map's that, Michigan Farmer? I'm sure I've got puppies that are wanting to come in here. If they can be quiet, I'll whoa, what's this? I didn't really want that. I wanted this. I'll open the door and let them in if they can calm down a little bit. I gotta not forget what I'm looking at up there. Yeah, I actually figured that out the other night. I log trees out old-fashioned way with a chainsaw and a truck. So I've got a chainsaw, twisted. Can I actually just chainsaw them and take them to a logger and sell them? I mean, you know, yank all the branches off of it and do it that way. And how much money can we make? I mean, if it's worth our time, I'm down for it. But if it's not going to be worth our time, I'm not interested in it. Yeah, game screen stays on when you hit Alt Tab. Just take. Well, it didn't in the beginning, Demonic, because I had it set up as a screen capture rather than the game screen, and now I've got it switched around in the right way. I'm going to open the door back up because it is starting to get warm in here. We'll see what the puppies do here. I'm figuring they'll charge in here knowing the door's open now. Uh-oh. What's he doing now? There they are. There's one. There's the other. You guys go puppy dogs. Yeah, good puppies. Hey, Scurvy, how are you doing, buddy? Welcome in. Yeah, they were nosy. They were at the door. Depends on what the logging market's like on Stitzer. I know MRG was going for realistic pricing. Well, I'll be dead honest with you. If you've got a woods, that has some good old timber in it, man, you could make a boatload of money logging the woods off. We got 7 acres of woods down on Shady Vale, and I would hate to do any logging on it because I really like that woods. I do. I don't get down there as much as I used to, but just to go down and walk through it, I like that woods. It's a really neat deal. So Scurvy, we're on Stitzer. This is day one. We're just kind of setting the farm up. I made 2 passes around the border of all of our fields. We're gonna tear everything up and start fresh, just like we normally would. I'll pop up an actual map here. But we started up here. Oops, I'm sorry, up here. This here, we own all of it. This here is all leased. We currently owe the bank $2 million, about $15,000 a month payment on everything between the cash rent here and the loan here. We're not selling any grain out of the field, or I'm sorry, out of grain bins. We're going to the field. So if we come down here and let's say I go to Pioneer soybeans, currently they're $12.87, which is actually a pretty good price. But you can see they get clear down to 10. They get clear up in July. They're up to 16. So we're on our way down now. But realistic pricing on the straight Pioneer corn, $8.42 for a high, $3.63 is a low. I like how he's done that. We got Donnie over there on a 1466 with a chisel. I'm here on the 1586 with a chisel, just trying to get stuff figured out. Other than losing a good farm sim internet friend. Scurvy, I'm so sorry to hear that. It's not anybody I would know, is it? Thoughts and prayers definitely go out to you. I'll be honest, stuff like this is tough because we make so many friends through Farm Sim, through the internet, that are across the world. You know, Demonic he's across the pond. Klein is across the pond. And you know, if something was to ever happen, how do you take care of things? You know, when RG's sister passed away, you know, now granted, RG lives, didn't get it down in time. RG lives 30 miles from me. So when his sister passed away, I was able to go over and make it to the funeral. But you know, so many people, you just they're so far away, you can't do that. I got one laying down on the bed, and I got one laying down right here beside me. They're like, "We'll be good, Dad. We promise." I don't think, but it was a big part of the Pleasant Valley community. Viper 278. Scurvy, I'm going to be honest. The name Viper sounds familiar, but I don't know that was I don't know we're talking the same person. A big part of the Pleasant Valley. Would that be Pleasant Valley Farms that does the modding and that? Okay, Pleasant Valley also makes the. He also makes the Pleasant Valley I'm talking about makes all the Gleaner mods and that stuff. So yes, I know Pleasant Valley -net and that I didn't. That is where the name Viper sounds familiar. Yeah, there's just, if I don't know. So Laura Barbora has been a big part of the community, and when her father passed away, there was so many things. I reached out to her. I had I can't take credit for the idea; it wasn't mine, but somebody wanted to do kind of not really a GoFundMe, but it was a place that would deliver meals to her and her family for a couple weeks during that rough time. And she said she was fine. She wasn't really interested in that, and I understand that, but different person. I don't know the Viper you're talking about. No, the name Viper, I've seen the name Viper in chatting in chats, but I don't know of the thousands of people I've watched Scurvy. I don't remember where I heard it from. I don't remember whose stream, but there was a Viper that was kind of active in somebody's stream. But that's always a tough situation. Again, thoughts and prayers. Not a whole lot I can say beyond that. And guys, I do know the getting everything ready and all. It's kind of a lot of talk, and the plowing of everything is a bit on the boring side, but it's a necessary evil of farm sim. And rather than just sitting here and plowing by myself and nobody else, I figured I'd go this route and try to enjoy it. I'm having fun, I will say that. I did get me some creamy spinach dip today. I am wanting to tear into some creamy spinach dip, but I don't think I can do that without muting the mic, because it's going to crunch. I don't have any of my whole wheat crackers in here. You can put that creamy spinach dip on whole wheat crackers, and they don't crunch. But when you put them on potato chips, they crunch. That is true, Michigan Farmer. I mean, it's all part of the game. It's something. It's a necessary evil that we have to do. Threw Klein in chat because I thought he wanted to go ahead and chat away, and he was on his phone. When he's on his phone, he cannot chat in the live now. He can chat in first, second, third gear lounge, but he can't chat in live now. Hey there, Mr. Damos. How are you doing, buddy? You off work? Are you off work? None of your business. Oh, Damos, happy anniversary. Happy anniversary to you and Heather. It is your anniversary today. Gonna grill steaks. That means we're gonna get some cool pictures in food porn. I can see that coming down the line. Yep, he got the day off. I noticed that. So I had you tabbed up last night, but I'm going to be honest. I was trying to figure out what was going on. I sat down at 11 o'clock in the morning yesterday on this map, put the mods in that I wanted, and was going to go live over here and just do day one Stitzer and get started. And at 11:30 last night, I finally was able to get started because I had a mod conflict. And this is a good one for me. I'm only at 199 mods. I was aiming for 200 or less, and I did it. But come find out, you cannot run precision farming in here. We had precision in when I first started, and when we did, it actually corrupted the game file, and then nothing worked properly at all. But I saw you were on late last night, and I even said something to Schwook. I'm like, hey, what the Damos is still live, what's going on? And he said, oh, he don't work tomorrow. So I was like, cool. Even though I had a little tech support this morning, he's a wanted man, Heather. Hey, I know that guy. That's Mr. Cowboy Mikes. How are you doing, buddy? Never easy losing anyone. I talk to him every day and TeamSpeak. Another person talked cool. About a month ago, he may week 2. Ouch. Yeah, Scurvy, I'm sorry to hear that, bud. Chat must really be delayed. Yeah, I knew it was you, bud. I knew it was you. Stalking me here. Damos, this will catch you off guard, but I own a mower, I own a rake, I own a baler, I have sheep on this map. Surprise, surprise. Heather, pick Damos up off the floor real quick, please. I had an uncle that had an abscess tooth, and it was going back and through his jaw. And now, I don't remember. It's been long enough. I don't remember that it was making him sick. But he ended up in the hospital up in Minneapolis, and we thought we were going to lose him. It was not a good situation. But it all started with an abscess tooth, and I guess it was... the poison was going back and into his brain is what the understanding I have. Understand that's probably been 25 years ago now. Got a decent chunk of this field done. No, not at all. I'd like to know, is there a way to tell how far chat's delayed? So, Scurvy, is there a way to improve that, or is that where we're stuck at, or is that a good number, a bad number? I don't know. Okay, I understand. Something else I need to do. So when we do get ready to go live here, I need to know. Like right now, it says I do have a title. I got that figured out. Something other than just test stream. But you can put a description in, and I'm sure it would do me good to put a description in, but I don't. I need to do some figuring and try to learn that on the proper things to put in and what have you. Am I a real farmer? Eager, you know better than that, buddy. How are you doing? I can send a cheat sheet for Faber. I would really appreciate that. You know, this is all a learning experience for me. I'm doing this for the same reason I'm doing Twitch. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying it. But I want to do it right. Do the best job I can. Michigan farmer today would have been real boring, because we're just plowing fields up, getting stuff. You know what I'm saying? Today would have been a boring one. Eager's it bad you can't even come to YouTube without getting eyeballed? I think it's amazing. Oh, Donnie coming along. Donnie's still trucking right along. Right. I know, right? Faber, thank you. I will definitely get into that. Guys, I'm gonna be dead honest. I'm gonna do, YouTube's gonna be on this map, and I have no clue. I'm liable to find out I'm dropping 7 videos a week, or I'm live 7 times a week. I don't know yet. When I'm in here and playing the game, you know, there's things that you definitely do off stream, but I can do quite a few things right on stream, and that's what I'm kind of trying to do. I appreciate that, Faber. The picture quality is amazing. Well, that's a good thing. We're getting this knocked right down. Looks like the back part of the field, there's still a pretty good chunk back there to do too. We'll have the front part knocked out. I started on this platform. I thought you did. I muted up so I could fold the chip bag up. I had a few tortilla rounds with creamy spinach dip, and I'm addicted to that stuff. It's really, really good. It's just Tostitos, creamy spinach dip. I gotta fight that I don't sit and eat the whole daggone jar. So I think the plan is here, guys, I want to try, we'll finish this up here in the front, and then we'll probably call that a wrap for now. You guys know we'll be back around at 7. But I just give me an opportunity. Mama come in. Mama had no clue that I was that I was live. She walks in and I said, I'm live. She starts looking around. There's no lights on. There's no, what do you mean you're live? I'm on YouTube. But I'm not sure what she wanted. I need to go out and check. We've been looking at coming off a cable. Our cable, the cable for the TV, the internet, and the phones all together in one bill, and it's bad. It's bad. So we're talking, we've got a Fire Stick. We already own it. Is it Hulu Plus? She's talking about doing something there, and it looks like keep the internet alive, let the phone go, let the cable go, and move over to Hulu. We've already got Discovery Plus for Gold Rush. Hey Max, how are you doing? Welcome in. We have Peacock, which we need for WWE pay-per-views, but Peacock also gives us some other programs too. And then it looks like with Hulu we can get most of our local stations for news and stuff. But I think that's what she came in with. I think that's what she had. She's wanting to talk about that. She's been looking into that, trying to get that figured out, and wants to have it started before we call. What I'm afraid of is I'm afraid to call them, or I'm afraid to start the one without canceling the other one first. What happens if you call in and they offer you a heck of a deal for 2 years or what have you? I have Netflix as of now. Netflix, Discovery, and Peacock, I think, are the three that I've got. And then by adding Hulu Plus to that, I don't watch a lot of TV. I really don't. I love my Gold Rush. On wrestling, I really don't watch anything there outside of I do watch pay-per-views, but if you think about it, Monday night and Friday night, the 2 nights they're on, I got other things going on, so I'm not available to watch it, and I generally don't go out and sit and watch it, afterwards. So it just slow but sure. Does anyone here have good experience? Another one that she was told to look into was actually YouTube Plus. YouTube TV Plus or something like that. That's supposed to be a pretty good one. So that may be what she did, as she come across that. Sorry if I'm quiet. See statement about steaks. No, I'll just wait and see it in food porn here in a little bit, Damos. I know how this works. Now I understand 100%. There, we lost Klein. It's going to be really neat to see the actual acres that we have. I know it's going to say the acres that's here on this farm, but I have a feeling. See, I'm at 17 acres on it, or 17.8 on this tractor, and I've spent it here in this field and the little bit I did over there. That's all I've ran this tractor. I'm not sure what's on the other one, but it did the 2-pass border of all 4 of the fields we currently got. I don't know what's on that one up there, but it's going to be interesting. I'm going to say on the map this is about 200 acres, but I'm going to be honest, it should actually be a little more than that. I don't know. Hurry up with the pictures, Damos. We joined same year and month, but I joined the 2nd of March 2013. I don't know when I joined. I have no clue when I become a YouTuber. I actually think I've got... I don't know. I had an account on YouTube that was... the name on it was SW Pure E. P-U-R-E-E. And what that stood for was Snowmobile World, and then my name over on Snowmobile World was Pure E. And no, it's not Pure A, it's Pure E. The pure was the actual word pure, P-U-R-E, and then the E stood for energy, Pure Energy Audio, the name of the car stereo store. Is this the private map you were talking about? Cowboy Mike's, it is not. This map here is Stitzer, and Cowboy Mike's, if you are interested in playing on this map with us while we're live, you've played with us before, I got no problems. I can send you a link. There's 199 mods in here, and then the map. Now you got to keep in mind, as of right now, this map is in the beta stages. So I'm going to guess that in 2 weeks it's going to go to the it'll get updated, and we may have to do a whole new save. But as you can see, we have sheep on the farm. I'm outside of my comfort zone here. My truck has dualies. You guys know I generally don't run dualies on a pickup truck. I actually have now. I don't understand this. When I put the bales in here, does it automatically go from here to the other barn and feed, or do I have to get them out? And if I have to get them out, how do I do that? Because when I bring the bales over here and get to the door right about here, they went back and they stacked themselves, and it's like, wow, that was pretty cool. You know, but this farm here is going to be an all say, well, I can't say all red, because we're going to run Gleaner combines, and then we're going to run red equipment. But it's going to be kind of an early 80s style. This here is a lease tractor. We won't have this. I got it with the bigger plow just to get the borders done in a hurry. But, I mean, we're running all older equipment. Nothing huge in size. And I would like to work this playthrough. Now, look at that. There's a mower. There's a rake here. You know, what the world. But I would like to run this playthrough until we actually get to this kind of tractor. I'd like to have these tractors on the farm. I don't know what the staple tractor is yet. We always have one tractor that's a staple, and it's one that we tend never to get rid of. And I don't know what that's going to be yet. We always get Thanksgiving type deal for Hulu, not the TV side, and Disney Plus bundle, so it might be similar. Get them both for $3.21 a month. So Scurvy, are you saying to hold off for right now? XR has dual wheel. What do you mean dual wheel? Not sure. Does it have a floaty symbol or interact with? No, there's no symbol that I can see at all. Hey, just wait and watch. I mean, this isn't a this is not a one-time thing. I'm going to have to get out here a little bit to do this so that I don't foobar and miss a bunch of stuff. We'll try that. Nope, that still ain't going to work. So we'll keep edging it to this side a little bit. We'll finish getting it together the next trap. On your pickup truck. Yeah, I've got dualies on my pickup truck. Oops. You know, and that's just something. I am stepping out of my comfort zone. I want to do this. I want to. I've played the heck out of this game the way that I farm in real life. I've proved that I know what I'm doing. I do a decent job. I have a blast while I'm doing it. Well, why not step up and see some other aspects of the game? You know, could we actually, which we did this at one time, could we actually turn and buy some sort of production which lets us take advantage of the wool and we do it ourselves? You know, there's other things that we can do there. Demonic, you want to come down? I'd be more than happy to bring you down. I learned, like with Cowboy Mike's, or not Cowboy Mike's, but with Klein, you probably ought to ask rather than just doing it. I think this map's going to be fun. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And this one here is probably going to be a YouTube exclusive. We probably ain't going to take it off of here and go to any other platforms with it. So I get down the other end and I'm not going to be chisel plowing much at all, but we're about through this front part here. Yeah, can do. Deal with it again this year. We have had it for the last 4 years. I don't see why we wouldn't tell Discord. Hold on here. Well, that's if they have the deal again this year, but they've had it for the last 4 years. I don't see why they wouldn't. I'll send you a Discord DM with more info on it. A good deal, Scurvy. I appreciate that. We're going to bring Demonic down. Wrong channel. Try that again. How are you doing, bud?
I'm doing all right. And yourself?
Oh, not bad. So is it weird seeing me with animals and bailing equipment, and it's different, ain't it?
Yeah.
So animals and dually pickup. Where is the Fendt tractor? Scurvy. I draw the line at some point. Now I wanted to do a farm in this time period in this area. I wanted to do something that kind of fit this time period in this area, and you didn't see a whole lot of Fendt there. Some lines are not meant to be crossed. But you know, I want to go. Like I said, I want to step outside the box and do some other things. Yeah, by the time I get to the end, I ain't gonna be doing nothing. I do have. There is a change that I made to this map, and I'm not going to go super crazy on landscaping and everything on here. I'm going to wait for 2 weeks. I'm going to see what happens with the update from MRG. Then I will decide for sure what we want to do. But there is one other change, and I will show you before we call it a night. So it looks to me like we're going to get to the end, and then he comes back, he'll get everything, but then I'll take you down and I'll show you this. It's cool to see this change. Oh, looky here, I would have chat on my normal profile, but it got deleted. Coburn, I know it ain't funny, but it is. It's funny as all get out. Good, you're going out of your comfort zone. Someone had to say it. Well, well, as a human being, every one of us, as a human, you have a comfort zone, and you like to stay within that zone. You're comfortable there. And by stepping out and doing something different, I mean, in your life, you're liable to have, hey, I've got this job. It's a decent job. I'm making such and such an hour. I know all the people. I'm comfortable here. I like it. But when you have an opportunity that steps up, that takes you out of your comfort zone, yes, I can make another $2.50 an hour doing this, but I won't know anybody. And you start factoring in, you know, the distance to get there is the same, the hours are the same, and there's a lot of times where somebody's going to say, I am very comfortable where I'm at. I'm not going to move. I'm just going to stay. That extra $2.50 an hour doesn't mean enough to me to move. In which, you know, money isn't everything by any means, but it's that whole comfort zone thing. So I'm sure he's going to get what's left. I'm liable to have to pull some fancy footwork at the end just so I don't foobar and me and him end up. I don't need Donnie and I to meet each other here. See, we got to get out of Donnie's way, or he'll have a heck of a conniption on us. We'll get this little piece we missed right here. Then we're going to bounce across the rows. Let's get over here to end rows where it isn't as bad. I want to take this back here. Guys, we got a huge chunk done today. It says I'm setting just shy of 20 acres. See, and I don't like running them over. That's pretty daggone big bush to run over with a tractor. Yeah, I know I could blow right through it, but then you end up running a branch through a grill. You can have all kinds of things happen. Okay, we're going to get him. When I get back up here to the front, I'm going to jump in the truck and I'm going to take you to someplace on this map near and dear to my heart. A lot of you is going to know what it is and where I'm going to. Some of you is going to look like, oh, I didn't know that was in this map. So I'm what you see me playing on Saturday, that's me out of my comfort zone, playing on the more realistic side. My normal side goes along with how Eager plays. Really, Scurvy, I'll be dead honest, I would have never imagined that. I had you tabbed as a realistic player based on how I see you play on Saturday mornings. I thought that was you. I thought that was the normal you. I'd have never guessed that in 1,000 years. To finish this field, and I figure by the time we're back live here again, we'll have this over here all knocked off. We do still have the big field there in the back to do, and we got the field in the side to do. And then at that point, we'll just fly up in the air and we'll decide what grass we need to tear up and add to a field. We'll decide what where we want lanes, where we want to split fields. We got some figuring to do on how we want to play this map. I kind of hate having two fields that are this big of a difference in size. You know, the field up there is so daggone small. It needs to be tied into this bigger one that we're in, but I still think we need to divide it into two. Have two fields there. Another thing you got to keep in mind, if you end up with 60-acre fields and you got equipment this size, it's a grind. It's a big grind. If you get into some bigger equipment on fields this size, then it feels better. Looks can be deceiving. Yeah, looks can really be deceiving, because I'm dead serious. I thought you were a 100% realistic player, just based on what I see you do on Saturday mornings. Okay, I'm going to get him up here. Pick that up in the air. No, really, pick that up. And we're gonna set him here and park him for right now. I want to find. Yeah, I do a lot of tabbing. I want to find this guy. I'm gonna get him back there in line too, so we can keep right on plowing away. And then we'll take you all on a truck ride real quick. I got a 400-meter plow, just saying. Well, hey, don't be afraid to play that on Saturday morning. Blow everybody away and play absolutely nuts one morning. I mean, that wouldn't be a bad thing at all. Okay, pickup truck ride. On Elm Creek, I'm playing as a mixed realistic with unrealistic. I tell you what, a combine running 100+ mile an hour, that's unrealistic as they come. Now, this truck is extremely loud. Oh, that 1466, that does sound good. The 1086 actually sounds very good too. Sounds very realistic. What we may do in the next one is we'll actually do a little video tour of the map. Just kind of take you around a little bit and show a little bit more of the map off. Whoa! We wasn't supposed to do that. Nothing happened. Move on here. Yeah, but I harvest realistically and its capacity is realistic. Just speed is unrealistic. So I gotta make sure I find the right road, because I'm really bad at. Oh, hey, that's something I want to show you. Stop, baby. Fly, birds. So, 5806 decal, that is an actual hybrid. RIB means refuge in bag, and this sign is proper. The bottom of the ear is in the field, and it looks like the corn, there's so much corn in the field that it's flying out of the field. That's how that sign should be hung. It should be the same way on this backside, but they've got it where the ear of corn is jumping into the field. This sign would need to be a mirror image of the other side so they were the same if it was 100% proper. But I'm amazed at the fact that he actually has a true decal number that is a legitimate number, and it's used today. That's really cool to me. I'm actually the process of bringing mods back from 2019 getting... Gotcha. Hey, Blue Dog, how are you doing? Blue Dog, we're not far from calling her a day today. I just want to come up. I want to show. This is something else. If we were to role play on this map, and I want to be careful we don't pull too many mods in, but like the fire department up here, this is a really nice fire department. Oh my golly, and the door's open. We got fire trucks that we could pop in here. We could play that realistic. I mean, it ain't like we want to have a bunch of fires. Okay, I can't miss my road. My road is right up here. But some of you is going to recognize this place right away, and some of you won't. But we just can't have a town called Stitzer without having this here. And as I said, I haven't landscaped it at all, guys. But we can't have it without having a Scooter's Pizza in town. We gotta have Scooter's Pizza. Best pizza in the world, guys. Scooter's, Bettsville, Ohio. That is cool. I don't know if you're talking about the fire department, if you're talking about Scooters. But I'm not going to go too crazy landscaping this out and spending a bunch of time until the update comes down. Once the update comes down and we know that we're good, then we'll put the landscaping all on and all. But my guess is the amount of things that MRG is going to add in this update, I'm going to guess that everything we've done in this game save will be gone. So I'm going to use this game save as just a bunch of ideas, and if we do get to keep it, it's wonderful. But if we don't get to keep it and we have to do a new game save, I've got some ideas and some things I'm ready to do. You got it, Scooter's Pizza. Okay, let's run this back to the house. I'd like to get Mama a car. I mean, I've got a nice Lincoln mod. I got a pretty nice Pontiac Grand Prix. I've actually somewhere I've got a lot of car mods. You know, the Bonneville, the Grand Am, the Grand Prix, a couple of BMWs, Mercedes, some nice stuff. What I'd like to have is a white Honda Odyssey. If I could find me a Honda Odyssey, and I don't want no daggone sketchy thing. I want a true white Honda Odyssey. That would be her realistic vehicle. I'll be dead honest, Demonic, that would be amazing. That would be absolutely positively amazing. Okay, so let me get him up here. One thing I do want to check. So I mean, all your points here. It's to the fuel, to the water hose. I tried coming in here, and I don't know. Their super strength is on, and I cannot even get anything on it. But if I come over here, I can. I mean, I'm able to lift, but on these bales, I cannot. If I come back here to the back, you can see I got a good line right there. Now this is always a pain in the butt getting in here. This ain't good. Ooh. But there's no way to check and see anything here. You know what I mean? I can't see what they need or anything. When I come in here and I go down to animals, it shows my health's at 85. It shows grass is at 100. Shows productivity's up to 60, and I'm up to 110 of the wool. We'll have to figure out where to sell the wool and that stuff. The wool should be collecting out here. Wow, that's all it shows. But see, that's all that was on there the other day. I don't know what you have to get to add bales. I'm learning. We're super strength. What do you mean we're super strength in the wool to the trailers? I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, by the way, 3 mile an hour. Right now, all this has on it's a bale fork. But see, this is the reason I think I want to. Oops. It is so slow. So I think we're going to find another tractor. You know, I'm in 4th gear. What I'd like to find is a Bobcat on wheels. Is what I'd love to have. You know, we've got an this is a nice old tractor. It has no speed to it at all. We've got a nice older one. Oops, we got a nice older one right here. With our 706. That's a good farmall. 1,000 per pallet for wool. Well, I've only got 100 and some, and I've already got wool started on a pallet. So in here, I do have a Bobcat. Where am I at here? Skid loader. But the Bobcat I have the opportunity to get it's on skids. And I really don't want tracks for the Bobcat. I'd like to have one. I know there's a John Deere one in game, but I don't have it in here. But I really don't want the New Holland. I want wheels though, and we just may use this, and we'll use it for picking up the bales in the field as well as here. We'll use it for everything. I don't really, a wheel loader and is too big. Front loaders, we really don't have a good option there. And same exact thing on a telehandler. We really don't have, JCB makes a really nice telehandler, but that's $108,000. That's a bit out of our price range for the few sheep we've got. We can use a Bobcat for that. There's about 15 to second delay. So let me do this. Let me bounce back outside. We're gonna run up here, guys. We're gonna call it right there. I'm gonna step aside, take a break, get my legs up here for a little bit. But we'll be back at 7 o'clock. You know where. I don't have to announce it. So thank you for being here. I definitely appreciate it. And B, we'll see you soon.